So we're giving honor today to the originators of the game, to the soldiers, to the elders. Unless you know, realize who your elders are, sometimes you are bound to, I don't know, you're bound to get them effed up, or you are bound to, how can I put it? I know. It's very easy how I'm going to put it. I'll tell you 1 minute, but yeah. Who do I have coming on? I love my special guest, Grown Folks TV. Peace to the gods and goddesses. I love my elders. I love those that were the founding fathers, you know, and mothers. I just dropped a little jewel about the struggle, the liberation of our people. But now I'm going to go to music. Who was one of the founders? Who had a magazine called KRONICK? KRONICK Magazine. You may know him. I did a part 1 months ago on this young king, but I figured I'd just let you hear some of his music now, and then in about an hour I'm going to bring him on. He's going to talk about everyone that the new generation plays and copies after, you know, the Biggies, the Tupacs, and so forth, that he was actually sitting with. He would smoke weed with. He would interview. He would get those exclusives, the behind the scenes when they first started out. Can you imagine? Yeah, can you imagine being in the same vicinity when Biggie and Tupac were murdered? Can you imagine when the police were looking through phones and saw that you were one of the last people that they called before they were gunned down? Let's find out who Uncle Blaq really is, you all. This is actually, and I always do my homework, and I know he doesn't know that I found this, but I found it. I found his SoundCloud. Yeah, his music. This is called Ghetto Celebrity, and this is when he was called Meshack Blaq, y'all.
Everywhere. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Everywhere I look in Los Angeles, it's a mess. Ghetto celebrities, I guess. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna see somebody that I know, or somebody else who knows somebody else that I know. 6 degrees, no, for sure, it's like 1 degree, a separation in between you and me. What if I see Sylvester Stallone driving down Sunset Boulevard, and I try to get next to him in my car, like a 92 Nissan Sentra next to a Dino Ferrari. I forgot to mention, maybe 1977, 76. But then, all of a sudden, I miss like Bruce Jenner on the decathlon running far. That motherfucker's gone in his car. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Ghetto celebs everywhere. I need a drink. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Client television. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Yo, where you at? My man, Handy Hand. Oh, you thought I was gonna forget to rap on the second verse, but son hurts from the universe. First and foremost, second of all. I don't drink milk like Foremost, the cows of Jersey made. California, Cloverfield, I say, used to be milk maids and maidens, like St. Pauli girls. Oops, I gotta stop. Ghetto celebs everywhere. I need a drink. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Ghetto celebs everywhere. We cannot afford the luxury of a negative thought. Ghetto celebs everywhere. Client television. Ghetto celebs everywhere.
Client television.
Ghetto celebs everywhere. Okay, so the Irk and Jerk, the Moesha, like I said.
You didn't think I would find all of your nuggets? Did you really think that I wouldn't do my homework before I brought you on? I'm going to treat you just like everybody else. Yes, but a lot of times I will delete some of my live videos. I just drop them. You know, if you were there, you were there. If you weren't, you weren't. But maybe I should start leaving some of them up, you know. But that was a great part 1. He talked about his life, how he started KRONICK Magazine, how he actually was there during a lot of the photo shoots, such as Eminem. There were a lot of photos that I found of Uncle Blaq with different artists and so forth. And so his story does check out. I talked to a lot in the industry back then, and everyone had high regards for Uncle Blaq. So you see, when you talk about certain people, you have to know if you're on their level first in order to talk about them, negatively. You have to know that because of the Uncle Blaqs and others, you know, such as the Leslies and the grandmas, you have to know that you are on their level before you even mention their names. So this will be very, 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 very insightful. I like to throw different interviews, just, on a whim at times, I have been remiss in bringing that part too. And it's time now. It's time to see where music started, that real hip hop era, that real NWA era, and so forth. He's going to talk about Lil' Kim. When he first met Lil' Kim, and he thought that she was a boy. Yeah, he thought she was a boy, and of course, so many, many stories about Pac. And can you imagine? Can you imagine? I've met legends, but I will admit, I did not meet some of those legends. But yeah, tune in, you guys. Tune in, spread the word. This is giving honor to the elders and the ancestors in different sectors, not just music, but in the struggle for liberation and in television and so forth. I'm going to try to bring on a few different genres, or a few different realms. That's what I call them. Not just music, but internet, television, so on and so forth. So you can hear how certain things began and how it transitioned into where we find ourselves now. So I'll be seeing you all in about an hour. I love you. Bye, folks.